Kalispera to all the urbanists out there. Today's a super blue moon here in beautiful Athens, Greece. I'm Ariel, this is Urbanists. Let me know where you're watching from. Right now we are in the beautiful neighborhood of Plaka, the oldest continuously lived in neighborhood in the entire world. And we are seeing a once in a decade phenomenon here in Greece, which is, well, it's happening all around the world. But right now, since it's nighttime in Greece, we're seeing it here. And it's the super blue moon. Super blue moon means that the moon is about 30% closer. At least it appears to be 30% closer to our eyes. So it looks much bigger. And it's also known for its moon rises above the Acropolis. So moon rises right behind the Acropolis, and people take these amazing photos. I didn't have the chance to do that, but I wanted to walk around and show you a little bit of Plaka. Let me know where you're watching from, and let's explore Plaka. So the downside of having a phone is that it doesn't capture the blue moon too well. In person, it's stunning and very bright, but the camera doesn't do it too well. Doesn't do justice with the iPhone, unfortunately. Hello Lorraine, hello Bobby, says dope, hello Mehmet, nice to see you here, hello Joyce, Joe, Jose, Kay, Mater, Alicia, Irene, says yes, thank you Ariel. Irene actually recommended me to go live for the super blue moon, but yeah, you know, it was just like expected, it was hard to film. Kami says the blue means the second blue moon. Yeah, but the fact that it's a super blue moon apparently only happens about every 10 years. The next one's gonna happen 2033 or 2032, something like that. A long time from now. Ludo, nice to see you here. I assume like if one had a much better camera and it was right at the moonrise, it would look even more impressive. But if you are lucky to have clear skies and the sun hasn't set it yet in your area, I think a lot of Americans, the sun is going to set soon, but not, you still have time. Do go out and see the moon. It might be pretty epic from your point of view. Candace says, love from Texas. Love your content. Oh, thank you so much, Candace. I appreciate you watching. Ooh, kind of looks epic from this point of view with the trees right in front. Doug says, hoping to catch it tonight. Do go outside. I would say go outside during the moonrise because I think the moonrise is more epic than once the moon is already up in the middle of the sky. So, yeah. Kay says, very clear here. Look at the moon. How's the moon looking in Ireland? Do let me know, Kay. Hello Colleen, hello ABX girl. I'm confident that one day soon, camera technology on the iPhone or some type of mobile device is gonna get so good that I can capture the moon in full clarity. I hope that day comes soon. Evangeline says, excellent, the moon. Hey, Susu says, I'm loving your streams from Greece. I've always wanted to experience the beaches here. They look so clean. Yeah, I'm really impressed with the beaches of the islands. Haven't had experience with the beaches in Athens yet, or the mainland, but I can't wait to see it at some point soon. Hello, Lorraine. Hello, Sebastian. Nice to see you here. All right, let's capture a glimpse of the Acropolis, shall we? I think that'll be interesting. Susu says, thank you for the postcards. Hey, Susu, I really do appreciate you tuning in. There's a traffic jam. Irene says, I will wait for the moon in Santiago. It's 21:20. At the moment. Yeah, you still have a few hours left in Santiago, Chile. Should be the same time zone as New York, I think. So 7 hours behind. Hey, Adam. Adam, and a few people have asked this. Do you use a travel agent? No, I don't use a travel agent. I plan all my trips on my own. I may use a travel agent to book a day tour. Has been very useful here in Greece. But generally, I book everything on my own, directly in the websites. All right, let's see. ABX girl says it's too cloudy. Oh no. It is bright. I mean, even on camera, look how bright that is. Probably the brightest moon I've captured on a live stream. But I've seen the moon that's bigger. It might be because it was earlier in the night or later in the night. Maybe when the moon starts setting at like 4 or 5 a.m. might be even bigger. Do let me know. I don't know too much about the lunar cycles. Barrett says, what's up with the wildfires near Athens? I keep getting questions about this. I'm very curious as to why people are so curious about it. It is very sad, the fires that are happening. And indeed, fires are happening. I don't know too much about it, unfortunately. I don't really watch too much of the local news. I don't watch the news, period. And part of it is natural. You know, wildfires are part of human experience for millennia. Is it happening more frequency? I don't know. A lot of people argue that, so yeah, it's a pretty sad sight, but it does affect actual people, and my heart goes out to anyone who's directly affected. Oh, I remember there was a little nook around here. Albert says, finally I catch the live stream. Hey man, nice to see you here in the area of Plaka. Do you make a list of the things you like to do when traveling? Adam, no, not really. I sometimes have a rough list of what I would like to see. Especially if a place has a lot of things to do, then I start making some type of general list, but I don't make an itinerary, generally. Wow, that's nice. So we are in the neighborhood of Plaka, the oldest continuously lived in neighborhood in the entire world. 2,000 years. The ambiance is beautiful, nice and calm. Soothing sounds are all around us. You can feel totally at peace having dinner here. Aside from the screaming children. Hey, Glory says it looks pretty safe. I feel very safe in Athens in general. If you can, before Athens, visit 2 historic synagogues, says Albert. Albert, I would love to, but synagogues, like Greek Orthodox churches and Protestant churches in the US, don't usually allow people to go in and let alone film. It sucks. If I get a personal connection with the synagogue, then I might go and see it. So let me know, what synagogue would you recommend? I'll do my best. It's probably very dark here, but look at this. Wow. That's cool. Let's follow the music, shall we? We got some bouzouki. Some Libertico, I think. Hey, Roxanne, leaving a super chat tonight. $5 for a beer. You've been in Greece in so long, says C. Love your coverage. Roxanne, hearts, round of hearts for Roxanne for leaving a super chat. Thank you so much. Yes, I may have a beer. Let's seek one out. I love the vibes. Jordan says, what was the ground made of? We saw stones and there's also marble. Hey, Danan Anthony says, I love this place, looks fantastic. This is Plaka. Yes, it's amazing. Very touristy, but it's amazing. Right here is Monasteraki. Let me go away from Monasteraki. This is the famous street that everyone knows. Lots of photos taken here. Albert says, I'll definitely put you in the right touch for people here in the synagogues, for as long as you would stay here. I'll be here for a little bit longer, so do send me a DM, Albert, Urbanist Live. Send me a DM. And yes, I would love to be introduced to any synagogues you might know, because I know it's an interesting part of Athenian history that's not really talked about. So yes, send me a direct message on Instagram, Urbanist Live. Ludo says music everywhere. Yeah, there is. Yeah, here you'll find a lot of music, live music, which is awesome. Included with the it's free music. You use whatever food you get. Pure Tour says, I shared your live stream. Hey man, thank you so much for sharing. I appreciate that. Ooh, there it is. Mr. Groot from California, Colleen, LA, Marit, Nicole's. I hear more music. Let's check it out. So a lot of these are neoclassical buildings built around the 1800s, but the foundations of these homes are a lot older. Some medieval times, others even older than that, and there are even ancient foundations in these buildings. And you definitely will see sometimes older pieces of ancient temples and buildings and homes used within the foundations that were built during medieval times. So very, very old architecture. Amazing how you can turn a corner and go from lively to quiet. That's why I love about European cities. Piotr says, I saw a blue moon once. Once in the... And let it go. Jordan says, let's go in there. Actually, would love to. It would be very awkward with the camera. I'm not entirely sure if that's a private party, because it seems like a lot of people are chatting and dancing together, so it might be a private event. I would risk it if I were not going live, but doing a live stream, it's a bit awkward. It is very awkward. I wish it were easier, but you know, sometimes I get rather daring and go to crazy events. It has happened a few times on live streams. Though on the vlog it's a bit easier because I put the camera down and take it out. So you're gonna watch my documentary. I will be showing you that type of scene. There was down scene involved. Stay tuned for my documentary coming out soon. This it says, where else are you going? You gotta stay tuned to where I'm going. Brandon says, best Greek food. Best Greek food, in my opinion, the Greek salad is just such a perfect salad. But my favorite type of salad is the Cretan salad, which is a variation of the Greek salad. Instead of feta, they use mithra cheese, which is like a soft, fresh cheese, and it's really good. Mika says, what did you have dinner? I had a squid fava bean with onion jam toast. It was very interesting. At a wine bar hosted by an amazing tour guide. I did a beer tour TikTok video with him yesterday that hasn't. His name is Manulis. He invited me. Had some squid on toast. It was really good. Very interesting. Most interesting toast I've ever had so far. Do they party harder on Fridays and Saturdays? They do. I mean, you'll see a little bit more nightlife, especially among Greeks, on Fridays and Saturdays. Definitely. But Greece tends to be lively almost all week round. At least during the summer. Oh, look at this. They look like obelisks. It's a bit of weird shape obelisk. Especially this big black one. That's interesting shape. Maybe a mushroom? Maybe it's a mushroom. Irene says, I had moussaka inspired by RL. Hey, where did you find moussaka, Irene? Are there even Greeks in Chile? I don't think so. Probably not too many, if any. Order calamar with beer and ouzo. Ooh, that would be a good idea. All right, let me go down this way. Israel says, what time is it here? 10:40? I'm not sure. Around there. Right exclamation point time and you'll get the exact time here. I get very amused. Action Kid, who's an amazing live streamer and content creator, he always really is good at telling you the time and the weather. And I found that always so peculiar because I never really cared about the time or the weather. I never even think about it. I'm like, yeah, it's a time. $10:55 p.m. Thank you so much. Susie says, how does one get to Athens? I got here via ferry, Nafplio via bus. Trains are really not the most efficient unless if you're going to a northern Greece. Thessaloniki is probably the most common route in train here in Greece, so from Athens to Thessaloniki. Hello Lorraine, nice to see you here. Looks very clean and sanitary, says Brendan. It is. I mean, there's parts of Athens, especially right in the center, that are fairly clean. Once you get into the neighborhoods, they may be a little bit more grungy. That's for sure. So it's not the cleanest European capital, not like Germany. Sal says, we'll be there in October 7th. And LAV says, actually, because the ex-accountant, what do you expect? Ah, that makes sense. Because when people ask me the time on these live streams, or even in real life, I'm like, I don't care to know what the time is. What is time? Time is but merely a construct. And what is the weather? Just walk. If it rains, it rains. If it's sunny, it's sunny. You don't need to know the weather. Just go. Let me know your thoughts. Are you a timekeeper and a weather looker? Or do you just go with the flow? Raphael says, perhaps time and weather is important for people who will watch 100 years from now. Yes, yes. That is indeed true.